Hey guys, what's going on, everybody? Tonight we're going to be doing some more Katsu testing. Silas is here to help us out. He's going to be playing the role of Fi. Say hi, Silas.
What's up?
So Silas is going to be playing Fi tonight. I know that last night was a lot of Fi versus Katsu, but I think Fi and Katsu are two of the decks that stand the biggest chance of, having a predominant aggro matchup. Moving into the new meta with Oldhim gone. So that's really what we're testing to see which one we think is better. So we're playing two different Fi decks against the same Katsu deck to see what's looking better. So let's make a game. Ben says, hey, Silas, but you're also going down. Oh, man, that's funny. That's my cousin Ben.
Probably
let's
Ben.
See. Oh, we got to turn that off. Not having that make that noise all night. All right, I just shot you over that invite. And Ben, what's going on, man? What have you been up to today, buddy? All right, so we made the changes I wanted. So
I assume whoever goes second has quite an advantage in this matchup.
that appeared to be the case. So not much. Got a book today. Oh, that's cool. Was it a book about potatoes? Is that the book that you bought? Oh, and me? No, not much, man. I just went to work. Just another boring day in the life of myself. Going first. I don't know if I just want to race you or if I want to be on CNCs for disruption.
I added some pet cards to try against you.
Let's just try it the way it is. No. That's right. Exclamation point Carly. Eee! The noise heard round the world. Alright, so I'm going first against Silas. I'm on Katsu, and I'm playing Mask of Momentum. And so is Silas. Let's go Surging Strike for 4. Just try to rip cards out of your hand here.
You know you will.
All right. You love to see that.
Are you going to dishonor me here?
Bro. How cool would that be?
Because that's the next part of the combo, is dishonor?
No, it's Bonds of Ancestry and then Dishonor. No, I won't trigger Katsu, and then we'll just go to Arsenal here.
Look at you get 3 damage on me.
I mean, I would call that worth. You said you put some pet cards in to try against me? Is that what you said?
Yeah, some cards I just personally like.
Well, I'm intrigued to see what those are as the evening goes on.
And we'll see if they actually matter.
Hey, Natty Ice with a like on Facebook. I appreciate you, brother. So we take both the Kadachis and go to 38. Rise from the Ashes breaks the chain. Let's go. I'll call that a win.
Oh, I forget about that. Oops.
I was like, man, if somebody did that against me at like an RTN, I'd definitely call that a win there.
I'll play it right.
Hey, oh, you want to restart the turn?
Yeah, I'll restart.
Here, just revert back to the start of the turn and we'll do it all again there.
You have to do that first.
Yeah, you do that and then you can Kadachis. What's the game plan today? Right now, the game plan is to see what's better, Fi or Katsu, in the new non-Oldhim meta. So we're trying to figure out which one looks to be a better aggro deck moving into a no Oldhim format. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's the world we live in. Yeah, you hate to see it, but I think I have to give it to you here. Sounds like a plan. What's going on? What's been going on with you, Simper? You been playing any RTNs lately? Yep. At this point, we've given you mask. Blocking with a card kind of feels irrelevant. It's like, unless that last card's a snatch, you're probably not going to throw it.
No.
So...
This is the no block game. This is what this becomes.
A lot of times it is. I think we want to do this. Partial to 5, but I've liked how Katsu has been playing at the armories I've been going to more recently. Oh, that's cool, man. I'm glad you've been able to get out in the community and play a little bit more. Let's discard this, and then, man, it sucks we didn't have a blue there. A blue would allow us to have Mugenshi release combo here, which is pretty sweet line. So this card will force you to block.
You think?
No, dishonor will literally force you to that. I mean,
Okay.
I was like, if you're willing to take a dishonor, then like I would just say, great. Like, thanks for the thanks for the ability there.
It's only probably 3 points of value in this game. Yeah.
So Whelming Gust Wave's 4 on hit, draw a card. That feels pretty good.
I tell you, I'm not blogging.
Yeah, I can see that. Possible RTN on Saturday. We'll see if schedule allows for it. Well, I hope it works out, brother. I want everybody in the community to go to as many RTNs as possible personally, so yeah, I mean, what the heck? Let's go get a Descendant Gust Wave. We'll just add to the chain here.
Bro.
If this hits mask.
Yep.
Something good off mask, please. Lol, the irony. Oh, sorry. We need to back up for just a second. I forget that I have to turn on my Breeze Rider boots if I'm actually going to use them.
What do they do? I forget. Combo.
Gives all my things with combo go again.
Oh, but you got to destroy it. That kind of sucks.
I mean, yeah, like it's 1 point of block that I missed out on to be able to guarantee 8 more points after my dishonor here. Dishonor for 4. See, and this is really cool because I can breaking scales this, push it over the top.
Yeah, that's fine.
So no more Phoenix Flames for you, which is kind of nice. And then
I forget about that card.
We'll start with a Kadachi.
So I got your armor super early, so
yeah.
I'm happy about that.
I mean, you did get my armor super early. We went 7 chain links wide right there.
Dude, you should be playing Pouncing Link.
And so we actually determined that that's just worse.
Really?
Yeah, than Momentum. At least in Katsu. That was kind of like our determination last night.
I could see that.
So we won't block this. We don't care about this. Not going to block the Kadachi either. We'll go to 24 here. We're probably going to block whatever you do for Mask here, though. Hopefully one of your pet cards is not Ancestral Empowerment. All right. So this is a card I would never play around if I was playing against a random fight in tournament. Like I would never play around this card, so I'm not going to play around it when we're playing.
No, I love the card.
No, I know, and like that's one of those things. Like if me and you were playing it in RTN specifically, I would probably block into. Well, I don't know. My hand's not bad. I just hate giving you Mask here.
Yeah, that's what it does. Is it just forces Mask or to trigger. I can banish Mounting Anger, so now that's free to play.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Does over your fight, does this just say Dishonored Hero?
No, it's still telling me I can activate.
Oh, no. It's Descendant Gustwave specifically, not Whelming Gustwave. So no, you're not Dishonored, which means if I would have played my Descendant Gustwave and then I would have played my Dishonor and Breaking Scales it would have gotten through. So that was just a mistake on my part last turn.
That's okay, we learned. I'll play this Mounting Anger.
Yeah, I'm not going to block this either.
Mistake, because now I banish another Mounting Anger. Now it's a 1 for 5.
I don't think I'm blocking this either.
And I can Kadachi.
Yep. I go to 13. Ninjas go burr. Ninjas do indeed go burr. We're seeing which ninjas go burr more.
I mean, if you're pulling 7 chains every time.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like when me and Zach were talking last night, we were just like, Katsu's ceiling feels so much higher than Fi's.
Yeah, if you can do 18, you might win here.
I don't know if we'll be able to do 18 or not.
Trying to force me to block 4?
I mean...
Now, you have 2 cards in hand. If you could be running a Razor, I'm not going to block it. I don't even care. We'll see. We'll just see who goes burr faster.
We'll just see who goes burr faster. I like it.
Oh, we're going to double pump it. Wow.
I mean, let's make something happen here. Yeah, there's nothing I can get with combo here to make my turn worth anything. So no, let's not use Katsu's ability.
You have 3 cards in hand?
If I blocks correctly, it should outtrade. If you're both saying no blocks, Katsu should have like 80+% win rate. Fi should be like 55% favored when played correctly. I think if you're on Sinks and Wax-Ons, it gets much better. So Zach and I were talking about the potential of playing Wax-Ons and Sinks in either deck because of the possibility of Briar and or Ninjas just being very popular after Oldhim being gone. So I definitely think that's like an option that like we were considering.
Yeah, you don't have to tech for Oldhim, so you can...
So the funny part is I'm thinking about playing Katsu this weekend because...
Just to test it out.
I mean, you know, well, like me qualifying doesn't matter this weekend. So if I play Ninja and O2 drop, like who cares? So we were talking about playing. Oh, excuse me. I was talking about playing that this weekend just to see what it would be like. But I have to change my list and like have Van Brace and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, you didn't kill me, so you cut off mask though. Oh.
I didn't have go again. I think didn't have go again. So
bold strategy.
I still don't know how to block Katsu. Haha. So we were actually having that conversation last night too, Draken. That nobody knows how to block Katsu. Is it first? Is it second? Like, what is there always a correct answer? Is it supposed to be ever changing? We talked about this a lot last night. So it's funny that you're already talking about how to block Katsu. That was something that I honestly feel like if you're playing the Ninja Mirror against an unsure opponent, I feel like that does give you a little bit of favor just because 6. Sheesh. It gives you a little bit of favor playing Katsu because they may not know how to block precisely and when to block and things like that. Play Azuri. I mean, Azuri does seem very good right now. I also don't want to buy Black Tech Whisperers. 1. I think we can take 1. That's fine. The important thing is that we block Mask this turn. Well, you're not going to make it easy, are you? So you can't empowerment this, which is cool. So if I block with this...
then I misplayed. Shoot. You win.
Oh, yeah, you can't empowerment the Blaze Headlong.
I forgot it's Draconic. It's only Ninja. That shows I haven't played with it in a while.
So if we block...
You win. I'll just scoop.
I mean, don't scoop. The game's not over, you forehead.
Like, I literally don't have another play.
If you have an Ancestral Empowerment in your hand, you can pitch it to Kadachi me or something. Like, we can still try to do something here. I mean, knowing that you don't have a line, I just block with this and Tunic, but I don't think that's correct. I need Tunic, which means I need to block... So I'd go Kadachi, leg tap. Yeah, so I'm blocking like this. This is how I'm blocking. If you could empowerment this, I think I would have to give you Tunic here.
That's what I'm saying. I should have done it empowered. I should have played that wrong.
Oh, play it on like the
second one.
On like the Rising Resentment or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would have been good. It's first 55 to 60%, second 20 to 25%, third 10%. These are rough numbers, but it's what I found works best. The decider is what they start the turn with. That's interesting. There's a lot of like time that's went into that. So like there's a lot of time and thought that went into you thinking about that, I feel like. Carly wants to know, Silas, are you ready to win this weekend?
I don't know about that one.
Well, you heard it here first. I think I can keep my Tunic and go to 4 here.
Yeah, you win because I misplayed.
And I think I'm going to get every card out of your hand right here. So
I'm not blocking. Yeah, I'd have drew into a Blaze Headlong off the Ancestral.
Well, that would have been good. Another Blaze Headlong would have been sweet.
Yeah.
I'm starting with leg tap here because it doesn't matter what I don't have mask, so the Kadachis first aren't super relevant. So my turn was going to be leg tap, Kadachi, E-Strike for 7, putting Lord of the Wind on the bottom. So
let's look at our averages here. Hold on, I'm going to look at the average.
All right.
Wow, I only averaged 12 because of that last turn. That sucks.
We won that one. First, because most Katsus plan their whole turn off of triggering Katsu on their first attack, and their turn gets incredibly weaker pretty much every time you give them Katsu on the second attack. So what cards would make you want to block Fi on the second attack instead of the first one? Or not Fi, the Katsus. This is because they've committed an extra card before getting the card they actually wanted, which hampers them heavily. No, that makes sense. I did that quite a few times last night. And I think it ended up giving Zach a pretty big favor there because of the way that I actually...
Did you want to switch? Did you want me to go first?
I mean, we can play it like this. We can swap it up. We'll full rematch here in a minute. And then we'll play 2 with you going first. So my turn could be... Let's try it this way. Let's just start with Kadachi's because Kadachi's leak damage. And I like being able to leak damage here. I also want to keep our Rising Knee Thrust because Rising Knee Thrust plays really well with a leg tap off the top of the deck. So this is sweet here because it incentivizes Silas to block here. Because if not, he gives us Go Again and Mask. Ooh, a Flame Call Awakening. I call that a win. And then no Go Again, so we'll just Arsenal here.
What a unique hand.
So... Any do nothing with a 4 Go Again, but if I block it, then they can't get 4 Go Again out of it later. Yeah. Ugh. I mean, if there's ever a time for us to try and save Mask, it's here. I'm going to lose 4 here. That's fine. We'll take 4 and go to 34. Silas doesn't have Go Again, so I know that his turn's ending. And we'll play Surging Strike here.
You can give it the +1, but...
No, I can't. It's only cards by combo.
Oh. Good that I'm learning something new every day.
So Silas giving me Furnace and Shuko there. Feels pretty good. And we'll just throw 3 here and no Go Again. No, we won't activate Katsu. Well, strap in, boys. 5 card hand in an Art of War. At least you don't have Shuko here.
Interesting hand. Oh, undo. Hold on. That's wrong.
Okay.
Play that.
So you played Rise to get a Phoenix Flame back.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're coming in for 7. Well, I mean... Our hand's pretty awkward. Let's save Mask here.
Where is Heart and Cross Trap?
What'd you say?
Where is Hearten Crossstrap?
I don't have it in my list. I was playing Tunic because that's what every list I found was playing.
If you want a card for the aggro matchups, it's a must. It ups your points by a lot.
Yeah, it's very good, and it definitely would have made this hand a lot better.
It unlocks a play where you get to play a Surging Line turn with like a really low card hand.
What is my hand?
Yeah, so literally
Which
that's
is like-
that's the hand I just
It's
had.
such a heaviest tempo swing.
I had a Surging
Yeah.
Strike and 3 red cards, and Crossstrap definitely would have done it
Yeah.
for me there.
The other thing is, like, say your opponent, like, you draw a Surging, but, like, your opponent presents on hits that you actually care about. Well, now you get to still play your Surging off a 2-card hand and make it matter.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you keep Surging in, like, a 0 for 3 or a 0 for 4, now you're suddenly able to play a 2-card 9 that threatens, like, 10,
Yep.
and you got to block for 6.
I mean, it's very relevant.
I should have blocked. My hand is so bad.
Well, I'm glad your hand's terrible.
It's actually dog water.
Okay.
Yeah, you love to see it, don't you?
You do love to see it.
Oh, I forgot I don't have a Phoenix Flame in my graveyard. Oops.
Oh, did you activate Fi and then nothing because it's in your hand?
No, I don't have one. I banished it off of the E-Strike, or sunk it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think you having an awkward hand is just, I'm going to have to pray that, like, well, I get this is Mask here. I guess I should have blocked 3. Is there a way for me to block 3 and have a turn? No. I just have to pray that your top card's not great. Yeah, I mean, we have to have a turn where I can get back into this.
This is another card I love.
Take the Tempo is good. I took it out of my list for Command and Conquer. Man, cross-trap into Command and Conquer would be sweet. All right, game 2. I went first again.
I play one after the next one.
Do what?
Can I play one after the next one?
Yeah, sure.
I can't play that. Ugh.
You can play it till next turn, right? First, take the Tempo,
If it's an
attack
attack
actions.
action.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
My hand was so bad.
So I could. No, I can't banish that. I have to banish this. Let's start here and see what happens. Yes, I'll crack Breeze Rider boots. And yes, I will use Katsu's ability. We'll discard Snatch. And I guess Whelming Gust Wave's just better here. It's a 0 for 3 with Go again. So knowing that I was going to do that, I guess I can banish the blue here and take my chances. Yeah, sorry. I need to banish something different.
Dredge.
Yeah, knowing that I can get that. We're going to do Breeze Rider Boots. We're going to do Katsu. We're going to discard the blue Whelming Gust Wave here to go get a red Whelming Gust Wave. Banish it. We're going to go Rising Knee Thrust for 5 go again.
I messed up. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. So 5 go again.
I won't block that. It's wrong.
Let's go Whelming Gust Wave for 3 go again.
This is where I block.
Okay, block 4. We'll play Bonds.
Dishonor me.
And then Snatch on hit, draw 2 cards. Definitely Arsenal that. Okay, we go to 8. Kadachi number 2 puts us to 7. So if I go 3, 5, 7, I get to go pitch that. Kadachi. So we block here, and here. We don't give you mask, but we have to give up our mask. I think this late in the game, that's fine. Could be horribly wrong. God knows I've been horribly wrong about things like this before, but Kadachi. 7. This makes you give me a card.
Yeah, my hand's bad, so you get 2 cards.
I will take that. You having a 2-card hand is a win in my book. So you go to 3. I can't Katsu here. And
atrocious. I think you won off that. Where my
block. I am willing to take 1 here.
I think banishing my Phoenix Flame for that E-Strike instead of just blocking or arsenaling was wrong as well.
So I think if you're gonna do that, I think you have to do that pretty I think you have to do that later in the game.
That was too early. Man, what are my hands? Holy moly's.
See, I love this part of the game. Kadachis are so good. And then let's go 7. Get 2 cards in your mask.
You get all my cards.
Oh, do you have all 2 blocks?
Yeah.
Oh, so you give me 3 cards in your mask?
Yeah, so you ran.
Yeah. You love to see it. Alexander, do you want to jump in on this one or the one after this? I didn't know what you said.
I can jump in now.
Okay, that works.
Yeah. One second.
What are you playing, Alexander? Ask him what he's playing. He just leaves.
Did he leave the Discord?
Yeah.
Well, all right then.
He said 1 sec.
Yeah, he does that sometimes. There he
His
is.
dad must be beating him again.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Can you hear us? Oh, what are you playing?
So I have a file list I'd like to try, and then after that I'll play Lexi.
Okay, yeah, that works. Let's play a game of Katsu Fi. Unless, Salas, do you want to play your list into his?
Nah, man, you got it. It's my bedtime, bro.
It's your bedtime.
What, bro?
Yeah, Ashley's coaching at the 5:15 class, so we have to get up at 4:10
Oh my gosh, that is
on vacation.
the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Vacation?
Yeah.
Kill me now.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. All right, man. Have fun.
See you, buddy.
All right.
You make a lobby and I'll shoot you an invite real quick.
Don't know. Oh, that might not be bad.
I put it in the game chat whenever, or the table chat whenever you're
Control T.
ready. I want to go second
The hope
against
is
you.
that this just bodies you.
I mean, it very well could.
It's very different. Oh, what do I do when I want my whole sideboard into you?
Lol.
Oh, I definitely can't run that card anymore.
I'll just run it like I was against Silas and we'll see what happens.
Probably run less of those. Less of those. Run those. 63. 63 may not be a bad starting point. That's 64. I should probably do this. Come on.
Carly's having bad luck at something.
There we go.
What, I'm not sure, but something.
And 61.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty butt.
Breeze Rider boots, huh?
This says block Kadachi.
That's fair. It does say block Kadachi.
I'm gonna hit the switch so that it doesn't keep doing that.
Yeah, I do that when I need to do it. Yep, I'll take the one.
And playing fire again is weird.
I bet it is.
It takes literally less than a second for me to realize what I'm doing.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, for this one, it's look like so. Nice. You had the punish. 0 bonds and dishonor. Oh my gosh, it's happening.
It is happening. Which is
This, my friends, is why we run Breeze Rider boots.
This is insanely cool. I mean, this is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Turn one.
I breaking scaled it, so I have to do this.
I was like, if you give me the option, I will breaking scales this.
Yeah.
Oh
And then
man.
it's worth like 0 for 10.
Well, that was sweet. That was a cool way to start the game.
Wow, I've drawn 9 of my 14 blues.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Sorry, 7. 7 of my 14 blues. Okay, that's interesting again. Wow. Another red surging.
Well, the last one was yellow, but
Well, they're all red.
they're all breakpoints.
Okay.
Throw surging strike. Haha.
Wow.
Just had it. Never didn't have it. Oh man.
One card left?
Yeah, one card.
Hmm.
That's not a bad thing to draw. Oh, wow. So I think I'm about to ask myself an age-old question. Do I care? Gotta be real with you. I think I'm just taking 6 here.
Go for it.
I mean, the other option is... Nah, let's just take 6. We'll play the odds here. Tunic. We're gonna pick your next thing gains go again and draw 2 cards. Which is not a line I take super frequently, but
Respect it.
does that say
Go again happens more in Katsu.
the next attack action card you play against go again, so I can Kodachi without affecting that?
Correct. Well, I know what I'm supposed to do.
I think it's just correct to... Actually, I need to go 4 go again this way. We're guaranteeing go again. Mugenshi Release is an insanely broken card, by the way. But this card's crazy. There was a game last night where I got to search for like multiple Lord of Winds, and like it ended up being like a 28-point turn. Like, it was wild. Four on hit go again. Oh, wax on, so good. And then we'll arsenal this. I'm gonna take 3 here too. This is for 2. Yeah, we can just block this. We'll play blue be like water from Arsenal.
Mm.
Play a red be like water.
You got it.
Well.
The trick is to always hit yes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter though.
It might if you draw something off. Oh, you already drew all your empowerment cards.
Yeah, I was like, I drew my empowerment cards. It doesn't matter here. I'm also not going to Katsu as much as I'd like to. And then let's go draw a card here. I think drawing a card is better value. And we were immediately rewarded for our decision. Okay, you kept both your cards, which means you can probably force mask or you have a defense reaction.
No, it's not quite that good.
I was like, or I'm just wrong.
I wish I had a blue and a starter. It's basically the same this way.
I mean, that's fair. It is
Play snatch.
basically the same. So I think I just go ahead and give you these. I don't want you to have an arsenal. I know this goes without saying, but keeping you off of cards is obviously better for me. Let's go leg tap for 4. One. Okay. Okay, refresh screen. I was like, you're killing me here. Yeah, it's so weird. Me playing leg tap was just wrong. I'm an idiot. Yeah, that was big stupid. Actually, let's just go back. I have to make a completely different play here.
You're good. I don't care.
I have to play this. This is the same amount of damage. It allows me to keep a better card in my deck, and I get to play around Wax On, which I have now seen, so I know I'm playing around.
Plays around like Wax On.
Do what?
Leg tap plays around Wax On.
And that's why I played it, but I'm stuck with an extra card in my hand if I play the leg tap instead of the surging strike.
And you also pretty much know that I'll block surging. Can't get unlucky twice. Never happens.
Yeah, let's just go to 12. I think I'm lagging. Definitely lagging. Yep, I'll just go to 12 here. So let's go Kodachi. Kadachi. The Kadachis have grown on me over time. I'm gonna be honest, I like the Emberblade more, but the Kadachis have grown on me slowly. The odds of you letting this hit are not high, but if this does hit, do I need to turn that on? I don't think so. So you did let it hit. All right, draw a good one, please. Your hand was... Did you want to block? You say no?
Yeah, I either flip here or I lose, so I'm just gonna try it.
I mean...
I probably lost.
That is fair.
Going second, good.
Going second is very good. That's for sure. Also, me getting your equipment very early with like the dishonor play was sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do wax on that, which is good. And then we'll go again here. And then throw this because it forces you to give me mask or a card.
Nice.
And then we just pass. This feels like an obvious block.
Yeah, I needed your mask draw to be dead. Wait, did you draw the E-Strike or the Soul Bead?
The Soul Bead.
Yeah, I needed it to be a dead card.
Yeah, it being a 0 for 4 was really
didn't
good.
You say 7 and you Arsenal, so I go to 2, keep mask, and then this card matters.
That is true.
You still probably win, but it's a lot closer.
Yeah. Now the Soul Bead giving me mask was very relevant. Or I mean the mask giving me Soul Bead, not Soul Bead giving me mask. Had those backwards.
Yeah.
And then Breakpoint gets 2 cards out of your hand. At least one's a 3 block because of breaking skills. So you have another reaction of some kind?
I'm dead.
Oh, okay.
It's only coming in for 5 damage or 3 damage anyway. Like, doesn't matter.
That's fair.
Next turn, you just keep a 4-card hand, and I'm dead to Dachis.
Yeah, I was like, that's the thing is like when I get to the end of the game and I have it, like I don't know how you ever come back, like from that spot.
Yeah. Let me figure out cards to put in my Lexi deck really fast. And
Yeah, no worries, man.
oh, it's probably those.
Take your time. I'm gonna set up a new lobby since you're playing Lexi. We'll set up Lexi and get it going.
How many do I have now? 4, 5, 6.
Let's
7, 8,
see.
9, 10,
I'm gonna
12,
try to
13,
find a way to
14,
put. What can I trade out for a? Let's try this. This is a little greedy, but we'll see what we can do. I mean, I guess it's not super greedy if we're gonna try that. Hardened cross strap.
No, that card's not greedy at all. It's just good.
No, I was talking about what I cut. I don't really feel like it's that greedy to cut to go down to 1 salt the wound to play a hardened cross trap.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens here. We'll copy the link, send this to you.
Oh my gosh, I'm on crack.
I don't. Is that a good thing or?
This list is just insane. It's so different.
I sent you an invite. I'm gonna run to use the bathroom real quick before we play. I'll be right back. Okay. All right. Do I want to go first or second against you?
Second,
I want to go second.
I think.
I would assume so too. I assume this would be a good place to try cross trap.
Mostly because I will take up to 10 damage to load an arrow, because it just makes my first turn almost 20, like every time.
I mean, that's fair.
You probably can't deal 10 damage through 2 blocking cards.
So there was ever a time that we wanted these 2 command and conquers. It's now.
Yes.
And I think we'll just cut these and play 60. I think I'd rather stay on 60.
If you have blues to sideboard in, you should try it.
More blues?
Yeah.
No, I have 18 in the deck.
Alright.
I don't have any more to sideboard in. Icelander becomes popular enough, I might, but I have a current 60 main deck that I'm running that I like. And then I have some sideboard cards that I kind of like. I'm thinking about cutting Mask of the Pouncing Lynx. I know it's like really good in 5, but I don't really know what I want it against.
I don't think it's crazy right now. I think it's fine. I think if you change your deck a lot, you can make it really good, but this kind of a list, momentum's just built. The deck's just built for momentum. Well, like the random 0 for 3s and 0 for 4s are in the deck.
Yeah. No, I
To do what you did in the
completely
last
agree.
game. Like, it's literally like, draw Soul Bead, get 2 points.
I readied up whenever you're.
Talishar different. Whoa.
Talishar indeed different. Let's see, and I'm going second.
On Earth.
So I assume I want to save cross strap for a turn when I can do something like good.
Yeah, and you can assume Lexi's going to force you to block at certain points of the game, so that's probably when the best point to use it is.
Yes. I was going to say there's probably not a reason for me to use it now, is what I was getting at. Like, it seems silly for me to.
Absolutely crazy with it. That is like 20 because you drew red combo.
I mean, sure. That's
Sure.
like, that does make sense. So 5 go again here. And then probably the best card I could have to start with.
Am I taking this?
I mean, if it hits, I get mask also. Just being completely transparent since we're testing.
I think I just have to give you Tunic and Grapplers. It sucks.
That is crazy. I mean, I believe you
I
that you
should see
say.
my
I
hand.
believe you when you say it's
Opening
correct.
hand had 2 Rain Raisins.
Did you pitch one the first turn? I wasn't even paying attention.
I arsenaled one.
Tunic, grapplers, and a card.
I have a really high value play that like swings tempo basically no matter what you draw.
I mean, having tempo is important.
I think I can just like be uber greedy here.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it. This is a unique line, and I've never played a list like this, so.
Interesting.
Yes.
Testing.
And it is. I just hope you only have 1 blue, and then you cry.
So that cost 2. That costs 2, which means I'd have 2 left, which means I could do that and that. I'm curious to know if you block this here or not.
Probably can't without.
I mean, you could throw 2 cards at it. You still have a 4-card hand.
Well, I have to play my hand this turn because I have 2 Rain Raisers. If I try to keep for another turn, I lose like 20 points.
I mean, that's fair.
It's an over-exaggeration, of course, but like, basically get time walked if I block here. I'm just hoping the back-to-back low turns smooth it out.
So, how does cross trap? Okay,
Cross trap will cost 1. It closes the chain.
no, that's fine. I'm not really worried about it closing the chain, but I have to use a resource to play cross trap, and then
If it's a 2-cost card, it will still cost 1.
no. So then we're gonna pay 1 for cross trap. There could not have been a better mask hit.
Oh my god, that's both Command and Conquers in the top. Nine cards.
Not in the first two hands. It's crazy.
I'll play this.
When I write down what happened, I'm gonna write down high roll.
I don't have an instant.
I think playing Fused Lexi is very smart.
It's not full fused. It sideboards into half fused.
No, I mean that's fair, but still, like
I am on pretty high ice for half fused.
being able
Trying
to
16 right now.
trying to like putting out a channel like Frigid is not something I would expect in against the current Lexi, but I think it's a very good play after Oldhim. Like it's probably going to be like aggro summer.
Sheesh.
I'm honestly kind of worried we're going to be looking at the summer of ninjas.
Oh, I think it's just Lexi meta. The issue is if Ninja became crazy good, people will just play Azalea.
I mean, that's true.
Azalea
Zach played
really
Azalea
screws that deck.
this past weekend and still lost to a Fi. Was crazy. Or not a Fi, it was a Katsu.
I mean, yeah, sure, it will happen, right? If Azalea sees red in the ledger in the first 3 turns, I think it just they win. Like, you have to draw so poorly to lose that matchup all the time. And the thing is, Lexi beats. Lexi is slightly favored into Azalea and is also very favored into other aggro decks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good, man.
You know I have it.
I just don't think I care.
Fair enough. You do throw Breeze Riders and Breaking Skills, by the way.
Do what?
Pretty sure. Pretty sure you have to throw both pieces of equipment here.
Of blocking equipment?
Yeah. Or
I don't think I throw any and I keep another one for later.
maybe.
Let's try it that way. That's what I would do.
It's close. Mask of is a little different than New Horizon.
I mean, that's fair. You do block with mask. And when I say you, I mean like I block with mask.
Yeah.
So
Oh my gosh, these are actually the worst hands I've seen in so long. We're gonna try it though. It might be okay.
I like that you only have to have a card with cost 0 in your pitch zone to have Kadachis turned on.
Look at that.
Now pitch a blue and play that 3 of a kind in your hand.
Man, I would love to play that. Instead,
Oh
it's
my
third
gosh.
Rangers. It is a card you have to block, though.
This is a card I have to block.
There's the breakers. I think it's right for you to keep. The thing is, I was thinking like Lexi Mirror terms, and in Lexi Mirror, it's always right to throw your perch grapplers at the first drill shots that's thrown at you.
Do I
And
just...
put a -1 counter on your tunic.
That's fair. So I'm going to block like this. I was like, and if you throw Rain Razors, then I just call it a win. And then I'm just going to Arsenal on my turn, and then hope that I can get through your 6-card hand. I don't really understand how, with 18 blues in the deck, I can see 2 hands. 2 of my 5 hands have not had a blue in it. Feels pretty improbable. Of course, it's also improbable that I draw both my Command and Conquers in the first 2 hands, so Okay. So no, there's no world where I'm doing anything here. You have to have a lightning press here. There has to be a turn where I say no blocks and take back tempo here. Having a 13-point life lead has allowed me to block and play patiently here. Now the
Honestly, there is a 2% chance.
What'd you say?
2% chance to draw both Command and Conquer.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I was like, I figured it was pretty low. This is for +1 off the Voltaire, so I'll just take 5 and go to 31 here. Because I'm not playing anything, so the Frostbite disables me from having a turn. I think the disruption is just going to be really good.
Yeah. Ooh! Not a block card.
Man, I'm blocking with this card, and then I'm going to have to block with another one. That I'm going to have to commit to just giving you...
You can commit to give me a blue. It's your other option. Either you block like my entire turn, or you commit to giving me a blue. Already showed you another blue, so you know I can pay for the Winner's Grasp if I have another arrow in my hand. That is fine.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a 0 for 3. Gus, Kadachi, and Fluster is better. Dude, I'm sorry. I don't know when you typed that in the chat. I've been, like, focusing on the game. Let's see. Let's go back to what you may or may not be talking about here. When did I have a Fluster Storm in my hand? Or not Fluster Storm, it's the wrong card. Fluster Fist. When did I have a Fluster Fist in my hand? Yeah, sorry, man. I'm not sure which hand you're talking about. So Gust Wave, Kadachi, and Flusterfist is better. It definitely could have been better. So yeah, I was like, it definitely could have been a better line. It's like pitching a red is interesting. I'm just gonna go to 26 here. There's no on hit, so right. If you have no cards in your arsenal, I was making sure I didn't say no arrows. Well, we definitely blocking that.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll probably just do that.
Okay. Getting a drill shot here. Yep, and then you come in with a drill shot, and I just block with my last card. Man.
Adding the yellow ice fiends in at the last second was so correct.
Yeah, I mean, you having them is very good for you right here.
Went up to 6, like right before the game started.
You just had reds before that.
Yeah. So the list had like free extra slots, and I was like, more ice cards or ice veins? And ice ratio is actually feeling exceptional. Might have a little too much.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just blocking this here. Like, I mean, at some point, you have to have a turn that doesn't have an ice card with fuse in it. Like, it's just mathematically impossible for you to play the rest of the game without it.
It's crazy how I've not seen a 3 of a kind yet.
Yeah, we'll pay 1. We'll pitch our Art of War here. Yeah, I just don't care about this. Which means my mask doesn't block, but fine. Need to be using it for value the rest of the game anyway. You gonna throw that Winter's Grasp at me in Arsenal card?
Thinking about it.
I figure that's the only thing you could be debating this long.
No, I think this is better.
Yeah, I mean,
you have to take what I give you. Basically.
actually, I pitched the wrong card. Sorry. Yep. Let's play our card. Yes. Yes. So we go Kadachi. I have nothing I can pump. Oh, I have to do it. I did that. I messed that up. That was stupid.
Good.
Sorry, I have to start the turnover. That was the whole point of me getting that.
You're good.
So I pitched this to play this. Played this, drew that. This hit, we activate Breeze Rider Boots, we use Katsu, we discard this, we go get. And then 1, 2.
Six.
Yep. We get to shuffle
You
cards.
don't have any
back.
cards in your hand or any floating, so the breaking skills doesn't really matter here.
No. This is just me pushing damage here. Yellow Icequake. That's spicy.
Figured I played with like 1 to 2 reds for like months.
Yeah.
Finally decided it was too clunky. So when I went back to this list and was looking at ice cards to put in, like if I put in the yellow one, it doesn't hard brick. Ever. It just fixes all the problems with Icequake.
Well, that's good.
Go again.
Yep. I will go to 3. More than likely, anyway.
I'm gonna take the time to count how many environments you have. Cool card.
I mean, it's good. No, let's just leave that alone and then we'll arsenal here. And was not rewarded with what I wanted to see.
There's so many like tech cards that I didn't see until like the last 12 cards of the game.
Tech cards.
It's just you'll see. Floating. We'll leave it. We'll toss this.
And we'll throw 4 here. Yeah, I'm just dead to this. I could have played the Art of War there, but I guess I had to play the Art of War to stay alive. Didn't matter though. I was gonna be dead either way.
Yep.
He
Did this
did-
even if that was a 3-block?
He just presented too much disruption over the course of the game.
I noticed some very useful things from my list.
What'd you say?
Noticed some very interesting things from my list. I think I'd rather Command and Conquers. Oh. I think I'd rather Red Arrows over the Red Arctics. It's so close. The Frailty Traps are probably do nothing cards.
I mean,
Probably. Need to go. And I think I was on a little too heavy ice. Don't know how to cut it, so I'll probably just need to play another game with it and see how it feels.
I was like, let's try it again and see what happens.
Okay, this is not great. Pitch. Need to pitch both of those.
So you pitch a card to activate Voltaire, do nothing, and then Arsenal.
And he figured out my plan.
Yeah, well, you know how it is.
Katsu had a bad matchup into Dash, by the way.
Do what?
Found that Katsu had a bad matchup into Dash.
Why?
Dash blocked really well, had really efficient equipment. And at the end of the game, the pistol is just way more efficient than you. Basically, Dash trades you down really, really consistently. And all of a sudden, we're both at 5, and they have pistol, and you have Dachis and 0 for force.
Yeah, I mean,
Delete your, like... Once you're under 10, you lose life faster because of pistols.
I mean, that makes sense.
I want to do this.
Just feels like every time I played against Katsu and I'm playing Dash, I'm normally in a spot where Katsu's putting me at must block range way before I ever am them.
Interesting.
Yeah, we just take 3.
Oh, that's wrong.
You have to
I
activate
hate doing
Lexi,
this.
I think,
Uh,
before you can.
Yeah. Whoops. Didn't mean to undo the Lexi part of it. Would love to just Arsenal Rain Ragers, but I do need to do something.
No, it's fair.
Remorseless is quite relevant, so.
It is a very relevant card. I was playing Fi the other day. I think it was Monday, and I was playing it into a what was I playing that into? Oh, I was playing into Azalea, and my man went dominate remorseless for 8, dominate remorseless for 11, dominate remorseless for 12 were his first 3 turns of the game. And I was like, my lord, man, I have a family. All of his cards just ended up being, oh, all of his cards just ended up being like 1 for 10s because of the on-hit effect of remorseless.
Yeah. Holy crap. This is what I built the list to do. I'm calling your bluff. I don't have a 0 cost. Didn't it say cost 1 less or has no cost?
What'd you say?
Sending Gust Wave says cost 1 less, right?
Yeah.
Ha! Kinda like good. This turn would have been so terrifying if I didn't have CLF.
Yeah, this would have been like one of those 25-point turns.
Yeah. The reason I took all that is because I have one of those 25-point turns.
Yeah, I figured your hand was pretty solid. Yeah, arrows that say nothing don't get blocked.
Fair enough.
Did you mean to
Whoops.
pass?
Oh.
You can just hit U. It'll undo it. I was like, I don't know how you learned to count to 25, brother, but I think you missed a couple somewhere.
I just accidentally hit the spacebar 1 too many times.
That does happen. That is definitely a thing that happens. Your turn was very good. How much was that?
25.
Was it 25? 6 and 6 is
6, 6, 7.
yeah. That's a good turn, man. That's not too shabby, as they say.
Oh my gosh. We're about to see how lucky I am.
What is happening? I did not try to play that Soul Beat Strike.
Take it.
What is going
I'll
on?
block it with perch grapplers. Get wrecked.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Your turn. Aww.
What are you awing?
I have to block now.
I mean, you don't have to block.
No, you don't. Oh.
Now that's interesting.
Matt McGinnising over here.
Yeah,
Shouldn't say that on stream.
I mean, I was like, you probably shouldn't say that while I'm live.
It's okay.
Listen, I'm not disagreeing with you, but
Won a lot of games.
he has won a lot of games.
See after the game whether throwing New Horizon was correct or whether I should have just thrown the card. It relies entirely based on what I draw.
Am I lagging again?
Yeah, I had to reload.
Yeah, there it is.
That means you probably do too.
So you took 1, went to 19 there.
Did. Took the dodgy. Riders. If I blocked that, your turn would just be over. You're just breaking skills if I didn't overblock. So I'd have to block for 4. Lame.
Wait, where did I mess this up at? Okay, I'm an idiot. Hang on. I hit revert to the start of this turn. There we go. So I have to use cross trap at the
So you
start.
can double dodgy.
I realized my error.
Error in your ways.
So we throw this for 3,
Ooh.
just like I did. And then
What did your mom?
lol. Blake, is that you? Choose to use Katsu's ability.
Can
We
be around.
discard this. We go get Descendant Ghost Wave.
There's a really bad joke I could have made.
Well, let's keep it PC, please. You're
Okay.
live, sir.
I'm gonna text it to you because it's funny.
Oh, Lord.
You are far down the DMs on Discord.
I
just
mean,
text you.
I was like, how often do we really talk on Discord if it's not in the team Discord? Bonds for 4 on hit mask, and I'm gonna go get a dishonor.
Frick. Oh, I need that. Nah. I don't need that. Why didn't you just grab a Flusher Fist?
Because dishonor's active.
Yeah, why didn't you just grab a Fluster Fist?
Because Flusterfist is for 4, dishonor's for 4, and it's active.
Exactly. But Fluster Fist is a red card.
Okay, but dishonor's active. Like, why would I not take the exact same amount of damage and an on hit effect, even if it's not relevant? Like,
Do you see my text, my message on Discord yet?
No. Give me just a second and I will pull it up. Oh, God. I'm glad you didn't say that out loud. Oh my gosh. So
Hachi, you stop playing cards. This
dude,
is ridiculous.
this is what Katsu does, dude.
This is why we block Katsu.
I mean, yes, this is why you block Katsu, and then this is cool because you have to give me a card here. I guess you can also just give me Tunic. Actually, if you're just gonna give me Tunic, I think I'd just keep this in Arsenal. This.
Okay, we're gonna see if it was all worth it.
Oh, into 3 of a kind. I was like, that's gotta be your last card is 3 of a kind. I hope you draw 3 Ice Quakes.
Wait. It's not all hope is lost yet.
Oh, I'm 3-1. I never updated that. You beat me last game.
Ah! On hit frostbite. Not my best work, I've got to be honest.
I'm gonna be honest, it seems like not your best work. Block 6-7. You can't play any cards from your hand, so. And
I think
then
you should let it hit so I can play Channel Lake.
you can still play Channel Lake.
Oh, I can't.
Why? It has Go again.
3 of a kind is active.
Oh, you want to reload
So I
that?
can play Channel Lake.
Have you ever seen the show The Orville? No, I've never heard of
That
that.
was amazing.
Okay, Alexander has watched it. Why are you watching that, Kyle?
So imagine if Star Trek, instead of being Star Trek, was just a show filled with irony.
Star Trek filled with irony.
Yeah. So it's a spin-off Star Trek show, just a comedy. It has
Okay.
Seth MacFarlane.
It's on Hulu. I just started it. It's Seth MacFarlane's version of Star Trek. Kyle literally just said the exact same thing you said in the chat, which is hilarious.
Wait. Undo block. A better play.
I actually think I'm just supposed to do 7 here instead of 5. I think it just makes more sense. Carly says she likes that stove. It's more Star Trek-y than Star Trek. That's interesting. Well,
Fair enough.
everybody here knows that the only Star Trek I've ever watched is the new ones. So
One from for the one from South Park.
no, not quite that, but no, I'll just discard that. Bortus is Kyle's favorite.
Bortus is funny. Did he say that in the third person?
Who, Kyle?
Yeah.
No, he said
Bortus is Kyle's favorite.
No, he said Bortus is my favorite. I'm just like
Okay.
loosely translating everything as it happens here, so
That would have been funny. It'd be really funny if you lost this game because you won. It'd be really funny if you lost because Channel Lake. Cool. Wouldn't that be funny, Zach? Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh.
it would be funny.
Are you kidding me?
My hand's terrible, dude. Like,
Oh. Might lose.
yeah, there's like no way for me to even have.
Don't kill me.
I mean, what if I
Break
could?
this. He had ancestral breaking skills. Blue.
I did it to Silas earlier.
Flip my laptop.
Bortus is my favorite, but Isaac is Kyle's, so it's Allie. Bortus is Allie's favorite, apparently. I see. And Isaac is Kyle's. See, I know none of these people, so I feel.
Can't be your favorite. Isaac sucks. He's a terrible character.
Oh boy, we're gonna have Kyle in the Discord here in a minute. And he's gonna be arguing with us.
Favorite character is the slime. the slime that goes around the ship and just has sex with like everybody. Like no reason.
Just because.
It's just his thing. And he falls in love with a human.
What's wrong with that? I was like, what's wrong with that? People of interspecies can't mate, you weirdo. Carly said Isaac is a robot. Haha.
That's why it's not a good character.
Allie isn't
Isaac,
here. It's Kyle
funny
just being weird.
Isaac also falls in love with the same character. Other character. The slime and the robot fall in love with the doctor chick.
All right.
Real thing.
Fortis is an alien that has a ceremony once a year to pee. Bro, what are y'all watching? I mean, it has Seth MacFarlane in it, so it's got to be like somewhat cool, but bro, y'all are wild out here. So is this just the same thing as last time? I think I just have to let this hit. You give it go again, so you're gonna bracers either way. Which means I just have to let you have this. It's really nerdy and really good. I thought they canceled it, but I think they started making new episodes again. They started making new episodes again. That's interesting. So I blocked mask. Channel Lake is staying, which means we're just blocking 6.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason for me to keep my cards here. I didn't ignore you. I can't read all the chat and focus on what's happening at the same time. God knows I'll never make it if I ever do become famous. Tell Alex to stop spoiling shit. Oh, and the aliens are gay. what a like. I feel like you like have to get that in there, but like what a weird plot line all at the same time.
My gosh, this is good.
Well, stop. I need to keep like 4 cards.
I don't have New Horizon. I'm Dishonored.
You heard what I said.
We'll get to... Boom.
So if you have 3 winners bites, I'm gonna be very upset.
Boom. I'll just play the yellow one next.
Literally, they are gay. It's a one gender species. Oh, that's funny. And yes, cards are very high action. Must pay attention. The girl who tries to kill John Wick in the first movie is like second in command. The lady that tries to kill... Oh, the lady in the hotel room? Like, oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Also the worst character from Castle. Never watched Castle.
You just keep saying these things like, you know, like, I'm just going to be like, oh yeah, Castle.
I know what you watch.
And the gay alien is third in command. Oh, there's a lot of, like, this show sounds like a lot to unpack.
Actually, not that much. It's very simple. It's like 7 characters.
I mean, I'm sure the show's cool. So what, you Kodak's back.
It's just remorseless again. Damage. It's not saying, so if you get to play a 0-cost card. Okay. Oh my gosh, I can actually arsenal that. Brick.
Do you want to undo?
I should have arsenaled it.
Why?
Like I only get.
Why should you?
channeling.
Oh, so you can play Channel 8 here?
Yeah. Now I didn't draw ice cards, so I get like hard punch.
Carly said, Kyle, why are you so focused on the gay alien? Are you trying to tell us something?
Passing.
Oh, I think because if I attack for 2, you're forced to give me a card.
don't know my arsenal, it's probably right to not attack.
Yeah, you're probably right, because I'm not thinking you're going to waste a card to play a card. So, what is this garbage? Kyle said, yes, I'm a gay alien. Now they're yelling at each other in
That is
caps.
one of the least surprising things he's ever said.
You straight white middle-aged women are so judgmental. Oh my gosh. Somehow it's like extra. Yeah, there's a lot happening right now. This is a lot to unpack.
There's a lot here. It's funny that we have an identical number of cards in our deck. We've been at card parity for a while now. And I pick one because they no blocks.
I mean, I do have to block here.
Then you get a 2-card hand and arsenal at my 2 life, which means it might finally spell the end. If I could keep Channel Lake around this turn, I probably would have won.
So normally I would agree with you, but
Hand just works.
my hand just works even through channel.
Yeah.
So while
Well, you wouldn't be able to Kodachi me, so I don't know. If your hand doesn't Kodachi me, then
that's fair. The Kodachi is relevant. I mean, it is, but it's not. I always randomly forget the Stream Elements bot is working until it says if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to follow. Yeah, so you give me that, and then you're going to give me 2 cards here.
that's right. I am going to give you 2 cards.
Yeah, because you have nothing else that blocks, which means I probably get to keep 2 cards here. Maybe 3, and if I get to keep 3 cards, I think I'll win. Unless your hand is just like Endless Arrow Lightning Press or something. I mean, if it's Lightning Press, I don't die, so that's cool. And then I think the Kodachis win me the game. You take 1. Boo. That lined up really well. Let's arsenal that.
This is like best in case 3-card hand. And there's also Codex of Frailty. 3 of a kind. Oh, it's actually not because Lexi's stupid, but I have 1 3 of a kind left. And I have the Rangers that I pitched. So that's like 6 or 7 turns away.
So am I supposed to play that for value? Like, is it that bad? Or am I taking 2, discarding that? That's the same thing. I just have to... Oh man, this has been a wild game.
It's been so awesome.
Like, you give me a card here, and then you get to throw 2 arrows at me, and honestly, I think you win because of it.
What on earth do I do here?
Ah, yes.
Is it a greedy play that like straight up seals the game? It works. But I have to do this play in case I win tempo. I don't do this play. I whiff the 3 of a kind, or I get stuck with the frailty trap and take your hand. I can't arsenal the frailty trap. Like if I take all 4 of your cards, I can't arsenal frailty trap because if you don't attack me, I don't have a turn.
Right, exactly.
I have to use it here.
So,
Can't keep it in my hand for 2
and I have
turns.
nothing else to do. So, I mean, your last 3 of a kind probably wins you the game here.
It just ensured I double arrowed basically.
Did you reveal? Doesn't look like you did. So, hang on. I have to make this play because yeah.
You have 2 of them?
I just have a bunch of 2 blocks.
Okay. And if you get to keep dachis, then you get to take a card out of my hand. I get a 3-card hand at your 2 life. Which leave you with a card. Then you get to take 2 cards, and then
I take
get a
1
2-card hand at your 1 life.
I give you 1. I go to 1, give you endless arrow, and I get to keep 2 cards.
Oh, don't do that.
So don't have lightning press. So you take the first Kadachi, unless you just drew a frailty trap again. In which case you'll still only have a 2-card hand. The fun thing is that you can't arsenal the endless arrow. So you have to play face up. So Dishonor was super relevant this game.
Wouldn't have mattered because I blocked with New Horizon.
I mean, that's true. I guess New Horizon is the thing that makes that work. So now you get 1 arrow to throw at me, and let's end this arrow for 5, and we're gonna block 5. Yep, and then we're gonna get 3 cards out of your hand, unless you draw another frailty trap. But you've played what, 2 of them? I mean, you could be on 3, but 2 feels like the rational thing to be doing.
The last turn. So I misplayed.
Fab on Twitch. This is fantastic. Well, man, I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. The President Hal? Interesting name. I like that. I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out, man.
I think I lost to a misplay.
Where do you think you misplayed at?
So back when I could have arsenaled the Endless Arrow when you had 2 cards left, I should have.
So you could throw Endless Arrow and still...
Basically what it means is I throw Endless Arrow last turn, you have to block with 2 cards, and I arsenal Searing Shot, and then on this turn, you get to block with 3 cards, throw Searing Shot, and you get 2 cards again, so I stay alive. But now I just lose.
Okay.
Basically. Unless your next turn is probably pitch deck, so you might lose off of that, but I don't think you are.
I mean, my pitch deck's not been great. I've just been trying to survive here, so it's okay. Just kidding. It's a lot better than I thought it was.
Nice. My pitch deck's a bunch of 2 blocks and no arrows and stuff, so like.
I mean, isn't that kind of like what this version of Lexi just has to do?
basically. I have like a couple pitch deck hands, but this is not one of them. The first 4 cards I pitched were abysmal.
Yeah. The President How. So many people miss that. So yeah, the first time I read it, I was thinking like the President Chow or something like that. Like I was reading it weird, and then I was like, I feel like this is just like I feel like I'm like just an idiot, and like this is the President Hal here. So this gets me 2 cards.
And I did.
And then I was like, Stab Wound wins the game right here.
Ah!
Blowout. That was one of the most back and forth games of Flesh and Blood we've played in a long time.
Yeah. I think I can win.
I mean...
no, I can't. I can't.
I was like, can you win even off the back of your misplay that game?
No, I mean, with the correct play, I think I get like 6 more cards out of your deck, but I still lose.
Okay, that's fair. I just started playing
And
Fab
why
when
can't I
Outsiders
see my
released. Yeah, dude, they've changed the whole aftermath of how it's set up afterwards. I don't like it anymore. I just started playing Fab when Outsiders released.
Anymore.
Loving Katsu and Riptide. Yeah, dude, like I'm just now like learning Katsu. Like I've been playing for a little over a year now. But I'm like learning Katsu right now, and like we're trying to test it out for the team and see if it's going to be good enough after Oldham's gone. If you're a fan of Katsu and Riptide, then you're probably happy to see that Oldham's out of the format. Although I feel like I've had a lot of recent success with Oldham, I am very happy to see it gone. I feel like it's bullied a lot of like other decks out of the format. So
Tell Charlotte used to let you click on your deck after the game and see the order of your cards.
it did. Actually, Taylor and I were talking about this the other day, and I like that option's no longer there. So
It's infuriating.
I don't really know why that's gone or what's happening there, but
Now I have to look through my graveyard and like do math. I still won't ever know the order. I just know the content.
I mean, that's fair.
I think I want a 3rd Frailty Trap. I have too many ice cards, and I need more. Thinking about a 3rd Arctic card was pretty good this game.
I mean, it was pretty good against me, but like 3rd Arctic
Really
and
good in the
3rd
mirror,
Frailty
too.
Trap.
Frailty Trap's insane in the mirror.
It is very good in the mirror, but I mean, still
Like,
3 of them.
It helps this matchup too, and it helps Fi. It helps.
I mean, if you think it's worth, then like let's test it. But it just seems like a lot. When I was talking to Taylor about his Lexi deck, he said that he really liked 2 Frailty Trap. So I'm curious to know how.
Only towards 3 because I think the mirror will matter. Remorseless over a 3rd Heat Seeker is correct right now, I think.
You're running a 3rd Remorseless over a 3rd Heat Seeker, you said?
I'm saying I need 2.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
DNC felt really bad into you as Fi, so I'm not going to bother testing it as Lexi because it's even more clunky as Lexi.
Okay.
It whiffs 3 of a kinds, and Katsu really doesn't care that much. He can play around it fairly well.
Yeah, I was like, Katsu can play around it decently. Aggro is back. You're absolutely right, Aggro's back, and I'm pretty stoked about it. Only played against Oldham once, 0-1. Yeah, no, I know that feeling a lot. I spent a lot of time like trying to learn how to beat Oldham, and then I finally jumped on the plan. I actually played Oldham for the first 2 weeks of RTN season. That's actually how I qualified for nationals. So I'm like, don't get me wrong, like it's love-hate. I'm happy to see him gone because I don't like what he does for the format, but I also really like Oldham, and we had a very well-tuned Oldham list that I was really enjoying. So yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited to see how Dusk Till Dawn mixes up the whole set. I'm curious to know if Vincett's going to be broken like Chain was. I'm curious to know if Prism's going to be good at all at this point. She looks very questionable. So I don't know. There's a lot of new things that like Outsiders will bring before Nationals comes up, and I'm pretty excited. I believe I got an absolute ringer for CWL. Like we got like a new person in the clan for CWL. You mean? Is that what you're talking about? Hey, 411 subs on YouTube. Whoever subs on YouTube, I appreciate it. That notification did not pop up because your privacy settings are turned to not share when you sub with people. If that's how you have it set up, then cool. I appreciate you subbing anyway. But if you don't have it set up that way, then you can go into your privacy settings and change that actually so the next time you sub to a content creator, it will let them know. So I know that a lot of people like to see their notification pop up. So I try to tell people that when they sub. from YouTube. So, Alexander, do you want to change your list and keep running games, or?
I'm probably gonna get off.
Okay.
Which is good though.
No, I think it was good. I think you should keep tweaking your Lexi list, and I think we should keep playing because I want to test this more.
What are you thinking of the format?
What'd you say?
Like, what are you thinking for the format? Like, top 3 decks, go.
Top 3 decks in the new format?
Like, after dust settles.
After dust settles, I think Lexi's still going to be...
like 2 weeks Wild West is over. We've seen what the crazy decks are. Now people are trying to target the good decks.
So,
what do you think people end up
there
on?
is a Battle Hardened in July in Cincinnati, I think. And so I'm not going because we're going to Vegas. So I'm gonna start. I've started saving money for the trip to Nationals. But I think that will tell us a lot. Like I think that weekend will be the Wild West, and then I think after that the dust will kind of settle. Right now I'm looking at Azuri, Jeremiah, and Lexi are my 3 big picks moving forward.
Stole mine.
I mean, you said those, and I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, but I honestly, I think Katsu does a lot of dumb stuff, and I think Katsu. I think if you are a good Katsu player who knows all the lines in and out, I think you can skill gap other people. If that makes sense.
So hear me out.
Yeah,
okay?
shoot.
How often did Oldham actually activate his hero ability against Lexi's?
I mean, not a ton.
Earth reacts basically exclusively, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think I ice reacted one time, and it was a soul read on Codex that won me the game.
And then most Oldham lists that were trying to beat Lexi's cut ice cards all together, right?
A lot of them were, yeah.
So technically, you could just make. So have you ever read Dread Scythe?
Is that the can't gain life weapon?
Yeah. Can you?
Are you about to talk about Fatigue Briar?
I am about to.
Brother, I had this thought the other night based off of that list that you sent in our team Discord like a couple months ago, and I thought to myself, with 3 blocks and 4 blocks, we could play Fatigue Briar with Crown of Seeds. You just don't have Rampart.
Instead of staunches, we just run unmovables, and it's like the exact same thing.
Exactly.
Then like.
So
sure,
we need to sit down and brainstorm one night because I was thinking the same thing.
To be honest, not having Rampart is a really big deal. So we need to see if it's possible. Basically, we need to test, okay, Lexi with 15 or with 9 to 15 ice cards, can that beat Fatigue Briar? And if the answer is no, well, play Fatigue Briar.
Yeah, no. So I 100% agree with you. The problematic matchup is Fi and Katsu. Like, Rampart was huge into both of those matchups.
Hopefully, Fi and Katsu, we could play like the 0 for 4, 3 for 7 game and like get pretty close.
I mean, you could definitely like have enough cards to make that matchup at least somewhat close and like a sideboard plan.
Because when I played that deck, literally my turn-to-turn average was 14 and 15.
Yeah, no, I mean that makes sense. Like I
throw 3 for 7, block for 8, 3 for 7, block for 8, and then like every now and then you throw 3 for 7, block for 7.
Yeah. And I honestly think Fatigue Briar like is pretty good into Viscerai. Because one of your 3 for 7s is Runic Reclamation. It's also good into other Briars. I don't know, but
you'd have to make it beat Lexi. Also, Dread Scythe is a lot harder to deal with because if they like the Sync Belows don't block Dread Scythe and stuff like that.
We should sit down and talk about this one night because I had the same idea, and I know that you already have a bigger head start on the knowledge and the card pool for what we would need for that. So we need to sit down and talk about that one night because I had the same idea the other night.
It'd be a mix of 3 for 7 attacks that block for 3, which would be like the Findles ones and the Raging Onslaughts.
Yep.
The 0 for 4 Runeblade cards that actually block for 3.
Swarming, I assume.
So Swarming only attacks for 3. Like, we're looking for 1-card hands, basically.
So, what 0 for 4s block for 3?
Arcanic Crackle.
Okay.
There's another one that's freaking... It's a Lightning Fuse card. It's like Volt... Shoot.
I mean,
Been so long
we can talk
since
about
we've
it
seen this.
like when we
Yeah.
sit down and look at it. But
So
yeah,
to be honest, my top 3 decks after Dust Settles is probably gonna be Draw My Lexi Azalea. I think Azalea is gonna get really, really good. Specifically, Death Dealer became a way better deck the second Oldham left.
so yeah, that's very true because they're not forced to play like Dreadbore anymore. And Azalea, as we both know, bullies aggro decks. So like, it's definitely possible that
You just have to
Azalea
work on
gets.
the Lexi matchup. That's
Yeah,
literally all you have to do.
yeah,
And and then you also have to you have to play the Draw My matchup until you feel like somewhat acceptable, but that'll probably never be favored. But if it's Ninjas and Lexis, then Azalea is a good pick.
yeah. No, that makes sense.
If Lexi leaves, you get to play Tree Frog.
Man,
Till
no.
Lexi leaves, though, Tree Frog's completely unplayable.
Now that's a world I want to live in.
Do want to live? in the
That's
Lexi
a world I want to live in. When we're playing Tree Frog Dash at the top of the meta game, that's what I'm talking about.
No, I want to so bad. And then they
Uh,
made this Ranger deck that beats us without pitch stacking.
Yeah, I know. Sag.
So stupid. They're like, play 6-card hand, deal 20.
It's crazy to me how bad that matchup is for Control Dash, like for Tree Frog. Like,
So you know how I got T's list?
yeah. I remember you telling me about it.
Running down and dirties just to not get hurt by frailty that much.
See, that's nonsense.
He's running crap like yellow sync belows and stuff because he literally needed just all the D-reacts, all the cards that block for 3 or better.
That's
It's crazy.
that sounds terrible.
Running down and dirty so that they lose 2 points off Codex of Frailty makes it like a 0 for 5 instead of a 0 for 7.
Well, I mean, I'd still play 0 for 5, but
Yeah, they're still gonna get value out of it, but now it's
Right.
like, now I don't just lose.
yeah, no, that makes sense.
Right.
All right,
See you
thanks for the
later.
games, man. See you, buddy.
For sure.
Okay. Yeah, so that was Katsu versus Lexi. Surprised we got 2 games of that in. That's something I'm going to be testing a lot more. Rocket League. Let me play one more game. I want to play one game of random Katsu into people and see what I end up playing against. I always like playing against randoms online. So let me play one game and then I'm down to play Rocket League. Yeah, after that. But so everything that Alexander just said, I think, is extremely accurate. In my opinion, it's extremely accurate. I do think that Fatigue Briar could be a real option for people to play. Like, you get to play Sigil of Suffering, Sinks. You get to play all the 3 for 7s, and you get to play Crown of Seeds. Crown of Seeds is so good. It's so good. And if you're playing Briar, nobody. And let me say this again. I mean, absolutely nobody is going to be playing Vambrace into you, which is amazing because that was something that you knew people were going to do when you played Oldham. Hey, we're playing against Azalea. Hiss. It's not a good matchup. I think we just want Cross-Trap here to just kind of try and go ham. We're going to bring in Command and Conquerors. Do I want Reinforce the Line? Like, is that where I'm at against this deck? You know what? Let's try it. I'm feeling kind of, on the edge here. We'll cut Empowerments here. They'll still play around it, and we'll cut a 1 of Art of War. And we'll play 1 Art of War. Let's cut something else. I want to have... Oh... No. Yeah. Let's just leave it like this and try it. But if we are trying to play like the Reinforced Line, no, let's still leave in Cross Trap because blocking with 3 cards and having yeah, blocking with 3 cards and then having Cross Trap Command and Conquer into your Lexi opponent or your Azalea opponent is very favorable. I was like, if they let this hit, we're gonna go get we're definitely gonna go get we were gonna go play the combo line with McGinty release. But now we'll just attack for 4 and Arsenal to reinforce the line here. Did I see your message about the guy who's coming for CWL? He won't stay long term, but probably. But he pushes regularly in top 10 USA clan, runs high in trophies like I do. Dude, that's awesome. It's really cool to me that you have like developed this like really like higher, what I would call a higher level clan. Like, don't get me wrong, part of me like really wants to participate in the activities. Like I really want to play in CWL, like if I'm being completely honest with you, but like at the same time, like I think it's cool that we have these like these, you know, Town Hall 15s, Town Hall 14s that are, you know, cool, and that like are good. So we're gonna block Soul Bead Strike, Breaking Scales, and then we're gonna go reinforce the line from our arsenal and cover 8. Reinforce that line, getting some value. We're gonna go Cross Trap, Surging Strike. We'll see if they block here. They give us 2 cards. I would call that a win. Huh, interesting. Truthfully, I picked it up from Slick, who has given up on the game, I think. Although next CWL will boot up USA 2 for Clan War League, so everyone can be in on it. Oh, that's cool. That'll be fun. Yeah, I mean, I would like to play in CWL, so I think that's like a cool concept. If like I was able to like actually like play in it. So yeah, if there's like a second clan or something, that would be cool. Plus, it'd be fun to like play against people that are more like my speed, I assume. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Are we living the dream or are we living the dream right here? So we don't really have anything that we can get off of bonds. Man, and I hate to give up this reinforcement line here. But I think it's worth, because we're going to play bonds. The only thing we can get is a Mugenshi release, and we actually can't even play the Mugenshi release. So I'm just going to let this happen. We're just not going to use the bonds for anything. And then we're going to play Dishonor for 4 here. So they're going to give us 2 cards off the Dishonor here, which is pretty sweet. That or they're going to lose their Azalea ability, which is Blowout. CWL is never fair, to be honest. You'd be overmatched in most wars more than likely. So I remember when I was playing... Are they going to let this hit? I remember when I was playing CWL back in the day, like when my dad and all of them were playing pretty actively, that... I remember when we were doing that. Wait, oh no, I didn't have Surging Strike. I'm such a bag nun. I am such a bag nun. I should have kept the reinforcement line. Bad players make bad plays. Look at me being dumb. I remember CWL being extremely overmatched, like extremely unfair at that point in time. Like, see, this is exactly the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Like, this is 10 dominate. Like, that I can do nothing about. This is the kind of thing that's, like, unfair about these decks. Now, like, I can pay for the Pox token, which is, like, cool, but at the same time, like, it's crazy. It's based on what league the clan is in, and both of ours in Crystal. At Town Hall 11, you might do okay at USA 2, though. That's crazy to think about. I am getting ready to be Town Hall 11, though. I'm finishing some last-minute things, and then I'm going to be Town Hall 11. So... let's throw Whelming Gustwave, pitch the Stab Wound to play to pay for the Pox token. So our opponent goes to 24. We're not going to Katsu here. And I will pay 3 here. And then hopefully we have a decent line here. What does Sandscour Bow do? I don't even know what this card does. Look at the top card of your... No, let me read this. Look at the top... Okay, game. Are you going to let me read this or not? Look at the top card of your deck. You may put an arrow from your hand or the top of the deck face up into your arsenal. Put a name counter on it. So this is for 11. So I could go 3, 5, 7, take 4, and then I could throw 4. So we've turned our hand into an 11-point hand because of Red Ledger's ridiculous ability. The Ponder is also very good for them. Like, it's unfortunate, but there's nothing else we can do here, really. We were in Masters 2 at one point, and it was all Town Hall 15s. Yeah, see, dude, like, I don't know who thinks about doing that and says, yeah, that sounds like fun to me. I genuinely need to figure out what I can do to fix this matchup. Because it's not good. Like, look at this. And he's literally just going to get his Red in the Ledger back and just play it again. Like, again, this is complete nonsense. I can block 7 and throw 3. Or I can block 8 and throw 4. So I take 6. I mean, again, like, I'm doing everything I can here. No, I can block 6 and throw 3. Or block 8 and throw 3. So again, another 11-point turn cycle. They're having 14-point turn cycles, and we're having 11-point turn cycles. So, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about this. They have played Red in the Ledger 3 turns in a row. I'm going to record this game, and I'm going to make a mental note of myself anytime that, like, I think I'm having a bad day. I'm going to remember that at least I wasn't having this bad of a day. Like, this is atrocious. I can't beat this. Rupee 24. I would try Reinforce the Line versus Azalea into the sideboard. So I have 3 Reinforce the Line on my sideboard that we brought in. And it was very good on the first hand. And I think I made a play mistake where I discarded my second one. I think it was a play mistake. I'd have to go back and like rewatch that little line that I made, but I think it was a mistake that I made. So, hey, Red in the Ledger, fourth turn in a row. So the good news is that I can block 5 and throw 7, so that's 12 points as opposed to 11 like we have been. I have you running in the background, loving your content. Well done. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's very nice words to say. It means a lot, man. Or she, whomever. So our opponent plays Memorial Ground, puts Red in the Ledger on top. Haha, bloke, cheers. I figured most people that play card games are dudes, but you never know. I try not to jump down too many rabbit holes. Am I lagging? They must have been thinking. So Red in the Ledger with an aim counter, pre-med. So, oh, it has Dominate. That's right. So I guess we're better off arsenaling the Surging Strike here. How many Surging Strikes have we seen? We've seen a yellow, a red. We've seen a yellow and a red, and we've seen a Whelming Gust Wave, a Whelming, and a Descendant. So maybe I'm better off to block to arsenal the Yeah, maybe I'm better off to Arsenal the Whelming Gust Wave here, or the Descendant Gust Wave. It depends on if I ever get to have another turn where I take a second action lull. There are technically more Surging Strikes than Gust Waves in the deck, but Surging Strike is the starter to the line. Now let's put Gust Wave on the bottom, because Surging Strike being the starter means that that's what we need to keep here. Our opponent blocks 6. Now, they may just block 6 because they don't have, like, they had multiple arrows in their hand, and Azalea plays a better off of having multiple, pumps here. Maybe they don't have a pump or Memorial Ground here, and we can take a big combo turn. Okay, so this is 7 Dominate on hit, get an inertia. Okay, so how many Dishonors have we played? We've seen 1 Dishonor. You know what? I'm going to throw Breeze Rider Boots. I'm going to go to 11. And I'm going to use every single card I can here. I'm going to use my Breeze Rider Boots, and we're going to try to make some magic happen here. So I'm going to pitch the Stab Wound. Although the Stab Wound has a higher percentage of a value play than Dishonor does, I think we're in a better spot if we keep the Dishonor. All right, so this is cool. They blocked the first card. We had it. They block both of our cards. There's no way to turn on anything here, so we can go Kadachi, Rising Knee Thrust. Or I could go Kadachi. Yeah, I can't keep anything, so I mean I could get a Fluster Fist. Do I have a Fluster Fist over here? Yeah, so I go Kadachi, Knee Thrust, break Breeze Rider Boots, or I go Kadachi, Breeze Rider Boots. Yeah, I like this play. So we have Kadachi, which they're going to take. We're going to go... I feel like you're making up these names. Fluster Fist. I promise you I'm not. Although I do understand why you would think that card names can get a little out of hand sometimes. So Rising Knee Thrust, break Breeze Rider Boots, discard Dishonor, go get Fluster Fist. Right? There is a non-zero number of Fluster Fists in our deck. That is an accurate statement. Yes, we will break Breeze Rider Boots. We're not going to have like an insanely cracked turn or anything here that we want, but we are going to have a decent turn. Discard Dishonor. We get a Fluster Fist. Fluster Fist is 4 go again because of the Breeze Rider Boots. They cannot block this. Mask draws us a card right here, which is very good for us. And of course, we draw our other Reinforce a line off the Inertia token. Well, we're going to Kadachi for an extra point of value because it's that, or put the... We can attack for 1 more and still put the Reinforce a line on the very bottom of the deck where we want it to be. So this is for 4. So Be Like Water, Stab Wound. I could give them Mask here. Is there some question to me going... block, Stab Wound, Mask, E-Strike for 7, Arsenal the Be Like Water? I honestly think that's our best play here. I really wish I still had breaking scales up to block with, but we have used that to basically survive to this point in the game. I could have also went Be Like Water. I'm gonna go all out. I'm not really sure what you mean. Oh, in my opinion. That's not an A. I'm an idiot. That's in my opinion. I completely understand there. We could have went Be Like Water, pay for Surging Strike off the blue, discard the E-Strike and go get discard the E-Strike, go get a Whelming Gust Wave for 4, but at the same time, they're also just going to block the Be Like Water with the red in the ledger they blocked with there. Yeah, I definitely realized he was saying in my opinion after I said it out loud. I'm with dude, send it. Well, I'm sending it as much as I can. Oh, man. My man goes Drill Shot for 10 with a Frailty token. So there's no way I can take all of this. I have to block something. Block 3. Block the Mugenshi release. Take 7. Go to 3. The Pox token doesn't kill me. Because if I block Mugenshi release, I'm pitching Soul Bead Strike to go Surging Strike into Be Like Water into Fluster Fist, which is 4, 6, 10. It's a 10-point turn, which means I'm getting 3 cards out of his hand. I'm at 1 and I get 3 cards out of his hand. I don't think my man's here has any way to actually push over 1 point of value here. Like, just 1 point of value. I don't think he has a way to do that. Like, he could with, like, I don't think Azalea plays Lightning Press, but if he was on, like, a weird Lightning Press card, like, option here, he could be. Oh, so I'm not even at... I can't count. I take 7. Was I at 11? I thought I was at 10. Maybe I can't count. So I go to 2 off the Pox token. If my opponent had not given me the Frailty token, I would be able to... my opponent hadn't given me the Frailty token here, I'd be able to throw Kodachi here for 1. Give us New Horizon. He doesn't know what my cards do, so he doesn't realize that I can't Breaking Scales this. You love to see it. He might go to 1 here, honestly. I could pay. So is there a red Whelming Gust Wave left in my deck? Where's 1, 2... Red. There's 1 red. There's 2 reds. Nope, that's all 3 reds. So, is there a red Descendant Gust Wave left in my deck? Because that's actually for more points. So, there's 1 red Descendant Gust Wave. There is a red Descendant Gust Wave. So, yes, we're going to name this Surging Strike. We're going to use Katsu's ability to discard this to go get a red Descendant Gust Wave. And we're going to come in for 5 here, which means you're going to give me at least 2 cards. And you're going to die. Pa-pow, pa-pow, let's go. we just beat the impossible matchup because my opponent, I don't know if my opponent like just wasn't thinking, didn't have an option there. Like I don't really know what was going on there. We won that game, which is honestly pretty impressive to me. I was not expecting to get out of that game alive based off of how that matchup goes as a whole. That's normally a very hard matchup, and Azalea is very favored. Azalea is the anti-aggro deck, so kind of surprised to see us win that one. But anyway, 5-1 on the night with Katsu, pretty good. We went 5-2 last night testing into the Ninja Mirror. Zach was playing Fi into us, and we went 5-2. And then we beat Fi 3 times tonight, beat Lexi once, lost once, and then beat Azalea right there. So pretty good night there. That was a pretty good games tonight. The SSGB Sand Scour Great Bow, I assume, New Horizon build is so different to the DD sequencing. It is vastly different, and seemed he made some mistakes. So I definitely agree that like my opponent did not play that game perfectly. Like I would 100% agree with that. The Sand Scour Great Bow build is definitely Death Dealer. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, so the Death Dealer build is much more like on the nose, aggro-y, like throw my cards at you and let them be good enough. And the Sand Scour Great Blow build takes a lot of like preparation and like patience and like arsenaling the right cards. We a couple of us on our team actually tried to pick up the Sand Scour Great Bow Azalea list to play at RTN, and it just we didn't have enough time to put in with the reps after Baltimore. Just nobody really picked it up fast enough, so we just kind of ended up playing what we were comfortable with. But the deck's very complicated to play. Playing the Great Bow list well is a hard accomplishment. Like I say that, I tip my hat to anybody who can play the deck. It's a complicated deck, so yeah, I'm running it at the moment. Oh, nice, that's cool. You'll have to let me know how it does. Are you playing it at any of the RTNs you've been to? Like, are you playing it at RTNs, or are you just like trying to learn it on the side kind of thing? I'm curious to know, because we had one of the guys on the team who picked it up about 2 weeks before RTN started, played it at our first RTN and went 0-3 with it, and then dropped from the event, and he kind of just soared away from it after that. Kind of seemed like not a super pleasant experience for him after that whole after the whole debacle there. Oh, all right. Well, guys, thanks for coming by and hanging out tonight. Definitely saw some people in the chat I've never seen before or haven't got to stop by that regularly, so I appreciate it. Oh, let's see. I'm stuck on weekends when all our RTNs are on. Sadly, Aussies don't have that many available. Oh, you're stuck working on the weekends? Oh, man. Dude, I'm sorry. I hate that. Dude, all through college, I waited tables on the weekends, and I could never, I played Magic a lot before Flesh and Blood, and I was stuck working on the weekends instead of playing at Magic events all the time. So I get that, dude. You gotta work though. You gotta pay the bills. I completely get that. So I hope it works out where you get to go to more events or anything, man. I'm sure you guys are having a nationals. I hope you're able to go to that. I don't think your all's is open invitation, but it might be. I'm honestly not sure. Sound like an uneducated Hey. That's weird. Cool. Thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate you coming by and hanging out tonight. But yeah, if your all's is open invitation, man, then I hope you crush it. I don't think it is. And I know I just sound like an uneducated American right now, which, to be fair, I am more often than not, but oh. All right. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. I'm going to get out of here. There will not be any streams the rest of the week, I don't think. Playing at an RTN on Sunday. I don't think I'm playing on anything on Saturday. So I might stream on Saturday, but I don't really know what's going on yet. So I know there won't be any streams on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. My birthday is actually on Thursday, so we're doing a lot of family stuff and celebrating my birthday this week. And then, if nothing else, I will be back next week. I'll be back to recap Nationals. I'm going to talk about everything and start looking forward to what life's going to be like without Oldham. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for the follow and the subs tonight, and I'll see you guys then. Take it easy, guys.